Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So recently, a couple of my clients have been struggling with some generalized knee pain lately, and they have asked me for some exercises that they could do to strengthen their knees without a lot of impact. And so rather than just texting them some exercises of me, sitting down on my kitchen floor and doing them, I figured I would actually come out and properly film a video to share with all of you guys some of the exercises that have helped me the most over the last couple of decades in dealing with all of my knee pain that comes from overtraining, overuse, underuse, just generalized weakness, whether you injure it and need to take some time off and then you're struggling coming back, or maybe you drive a lot and you have some knee pain from sitting and pulling up on your hip flexors. Whatever it may be, even if you have had meniscus surgery in the past and really want some good exercises to help keep that knee stable to prevent problems in the future, all of these are going to be great for you. All right, so I've got a handful of them with one bonus one at the end. None of these actually require props, but I am going to show you some ways that if you've got some toys, how you can take these up a level. All right, so first things first, the end-all be-all of hip and glute strengthening and knee stabilization is the bridge, right? We have done bridges constantly. I have videos up on the channel detailing double leg bridge, single leg bridge. Today, we're gonna do single leg bridges, and I'm just gonna show you quickly how you can do them without any props, but the reason I wanted to demo them today was to take them up a notch, all right? So, without further ado, first things first, the classic single leg bridge. So now we're not going for the number of reps on this one. For today, we're doing an isometric hold. So we're just gonna be contracting the hamstrings. So what we're gonna do is you're going to extend one leg out, whichever knee is the one that needs work, and you're more than welcome to do this on both, but whichever knee needs work. Let's say it's my left knee, because it is. I am going to lift the balls of my left foot up and I'm going to press into a hip bridge. And now from here, I'm actively pulling my heel into my butt. I'm digging that heel into the mat and I'm pulling it in, and I'm gonna hold 10, 9, 8, all the way down to 1, at which point I'm gonna lower, rest, stretch it out if you'd like to, and then repeat. All right, now, what we're gonna do to take that one up a notch is if you've got a foam roller or a small stability ball, or if you have anything, even a rolling pin or a PVC pipe would work. I'd say wine bottle, but I'm not gonna be held responsible for what happens if you do. We just want something unstable, right? So I'm gonna use this little travel foam roller here. I'm going to put that foot on the foam roller like a bird on a perch, and now already, just gripping the foam roller, I can feel the hamstrings starting to squeeze and activate. So I'm going to extend that long leg, and then I'm going to push up and actively pull that foam roller into my butt for 10, 9, 8. Notice I'm counting a little bit faster, all the way down to 1. It helps, if you do these right there. That's what I love. It helps if you do these with a friend, or maybe even a spouse or a partner, to count for you, to keep you honest, or just use a clock. So again, you're looking for about 5 sets of 10 seconds on that specific exercise. All right, next up on the list are leg lifts, but this is kind of one exercise, but it's broken out into 3 different parts because I want you to do all 3 of them in a row. So I call this one the around the world leg lift, and that's just because we're working every single aspect of that thigh to help make sure that we don't have any weak points in stabilizing that knee. So the first one we're gonna do is we're gonna get back into bridge position. And now this time, because my affected leg is the left, instead of keeping it bent, I'm actually going to extend it all the way out straight. And now from here, keeping that leg nice and straight, I'm going to just raise the entire leg straight up to the sky. I'm gonna lower it right back down, brush the floor, and lift it right back up, and just maintain that perpetual motion. Now, A lot of you out there might be thinking, all right, that's fairly simple. That doesn't look too difficult, but trust me on this. If you have a quad weakness, this is gonna get spicy really, really fast. And the key here is to make sure we're keeping the knee straight, right? And if you're not sure if you're keeping it straight, film yourself. Make sure that we're not having any sagging of the knee as you come up, which looks like this. If you lift and the knee bends before you straighten that leg out. Let me show you one more time. This would be knee sagging, where I lift and see how my heel stays connected as my knee lifts up. That knee bends just a little bit. We don't want any of that. The goal here is to engage the quad, engage the top of the thigh, squeeze and lift. 10 to 15 of these, that should do ya. Now from here, we're just gonna roll over onto our side, again, around the world, and we're going to stack this back knee or back foot behind us or in front of us. It's entirely up to you, however you feel more comfortable. I'm gonna go back behind today, keeping a nice strong core. From here, I'm lifting up the inside of my ankle, right? Leg stays totally straight. These are adductor raises. I'm working the inner thigh line here, making sure that I'm not turning this into another quad raise. So foot stays flat. Could you see that? Is the foam roller in the way? Let me move that. There we go. Making sure that I'm lifting up the inside edge of the ankle and not turning and leading with the toes. All right, same thing, 10 to 15 of these. You're gonna feel it all the way up through the inner thigh line. That inner thigh is actually such a huge, important part of knee stability. So make sure we keep it tight. All right, from there, we're going to flip all the way around and we're going to stack this leg right on top. All right, and we're just going to work the outside edge of the leg, straight up, straight down. Noticing, again, not lifting with my toes, but rather leading with my heel. You can stabilize here, or you can put your hand on the ground here and lift. All right, I can flip around, show you that one from the front, what it looks like. Legs are stacked in a nice strong semi-side plank, not getting lazy like I'm flipping through Netflix, but keeping nice and strong. And I'm gonna lead with the outside of that heel. Again, 10 to 15 reps, working on the external powerhouse of those hips. All right, so those are the around the world leg lifts. Again, 10 to 15 of each. Go through one full leg before switching to the other leg if you're going to work both. All right, and last but not least, I told you I was gonna throw a bonus one in there if you had some toys. And if you happen to have a band, a resistance band, and a fairly light one, mind you, these can get kind of tough. I've done these before. If you are a client of mine or a longtime follower, you will definitely know that I'm a huge fan of hamstring curls. So we're going to take this band, and because it's a long strap, I'm just gonna tie a loop in the end of it. And then you're gonna find anything you've got. It can be the bottom of a doorway, around a hinge, it can be the base of a really heavy chair, whatever you got, you just wanna make sure that it's not gonna go anywhere when you give it a tug. So I'm gonna loop this through so that my band is nice and tight. And now from here, I'm just going to wrap around that affected knee. And notice what I'm doing here. I'm going around, and you can just leave it like this. Just send your foot through. It might slip off. What I'm going to do is actually bind my ankle in by crossing one strap over the other and then flipping onto my belly. Whoop. And that is going to help keep it stable and locked into place. From here, I'm going to make sure that my belly is pulled in nice and tight before I engage that band all the way up and head right back down to the floor. Keep that engaged. Looks like my knot didn't work. I think it's because this is a thinner or a thicker band. If you've got a thinner band at home, it might work better for you. But whatever, it's still staying on. This is what we're going for. I'm not trying to bounce and go as quick as I can. I just want a nice steady tempo, keeping my foot flexed like I'm scraping the mud off of it as I pull that heel into my butt. And this one, you're going to do a lot more than the other ones. You're gonna do 30 to 50 reps of this. Yes, that is right, 30 to 50 reps. The goal is to do the biggest set that you can do without needing to take a break, up to 50. If you get to 50 with full range of motion, then it's time for a heavier band. All right, thanks for tuning in today, guys. I hope if you're dealing with some knee pain that these exercises help you. And as always, don't forget to use that foam roller for more than just bridges. Stay mobile, stay strong, stay flexy. Have an awesome one, and I'll see you again on the next video.